what I wanted to come in here and talk about today is science-backed solutions for chronic pain management. So if you have chronic pain and you're anything like me, you want real science-backed solutions, right? So in this video, I'm going to be going over the evidence-based solution that I teach my clients. So you've probably tried it all, but if you're anything like me, the woo-woo, like fluffy, feel-good stuff just doesn't jive with you, right? Like for me, I struggle to understand how positive thinking is going to magically cure me. Like I can't totally get on board with this idea of like balancing your energies or chakras or chi, right? Like, and I'm not saying that anything is wrong with that stuff or anything. I just find it actually quite fascinating and intriguing, but no matter how hard I try, I want to understand it, I want to get it, but I can't wrap my scientific brain around it. Like I can't wrap my head around it. And I'm a very logical, systematic thinker. So I value evidence-based care in methods backed by research that can be explained by real concrete science. And there's so much stuff out there in the chronic pain world that's not like that. That's not that concrete science. And I've heard why we might want to kind of activate our vagus nerve. And that makes sense for the most part, but when it comes to the science, the physiology of some of the vagus nerve activation drills, they make it sound really good. But to me, like when I hear about that from a physiologic standpoint, it doesn't fully connect. It's the same way with this stuff about dry needling and fascia adhesions. They make it sound really scientific, but the methods themselves are really not. And if you're anything like me, like I said, you don't want that kind of stuff. You may be willing to try it, and that's totally okay, as long as you understand the risks and benefits of doing that kind of stuff, but you probably want the real science. And better yet, you want to know what's going on in your body to address not just your symptoms, but the source of the pain. And that is the reason why you haven't been getting results. The treatments that you get in the healthcare system are backed by science typically, but the treatments address an acute pain problem. But if you have chronic pain, the physical therapy isn't going to work. The pills and the procedures and the surgeries aren't going to work. And that's because they focus on addressing the structural and mechanical faults and do not address the source of chronic pain. And like I said, I'm a chronic pain specialist, which means I learned about chronic pain science after I got my doctorate. Doctors are not actually taught about chronic pain in medical school, and therefore they don't know how different chronic pain is from acute pain or acute injuries. And that being said, more of the wrong treatments don't make them right. So at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I would share the evidence-based solution, the approach that I use with my clients. Well, the thing that makes chronic pain unique and different from acute pain is that over time, pain causes changes in the nervous system. And these changes are the reason that pain transitions from acute to chronic. And the question is then, can we reverse those changes? The answer is we can. It takes time. There's no quick fix or pill or drill that's going to magically alter the activity of the entire nervous system. But with the right knowledge and tools, we can slowly work at it. We can slowly work at retraining the nervous system. So that is what nervous system retraining is all about. Now, when you hear nervous system retraining, you may think, oh, I've tried that, because you've tried everything, and it doesn't work. Nervous system retraining is not vagus nerve activation. It's not meditation. It's not mindfulness, grounding, tapping, right? It's not getting in touch with your body. It's not getting in touch with your adrenals. It's not thinking your way out of pain or just learning to cope better with the pain. And it's also not CBT, right? It's not cognitive behavioral therapy. It's not journaling, like Some people recommend it's not TMS therapy or trauma therapy, and it's definitely not physical therapy. And I have nothing against all of that stuff because that stuff is really great stuff, right? You need some of that stuff in your life, right? But if that's kind of where your mind goes when you hear about nervous system retraining, that's not what it is. Nervous system retraining involves building a foundation of knowledge, right? The knowledge of the neuroscience of pain in order to fully understand the science of pain that you're experiencing. Then, on that foundation of knowledge, we start building in these drills and strategies that are designed to and proven to address the changes in the nervous system. They work by altering the strength of the pain pathways in our nervous system. And if we never do that, they're just going to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, right? Like no pill or exercise or procedure is going to change those pain pathways. And if it does, it's temporary and its effects will wear off over time. And eventually, when the effects wear off, that makes the problem worse. So that is what nervous system retraining is. And for me, like I said, as a super scientific, logical thinker, nothing has made as much sense to me as this. It's not the feel good, fluffy, think positive and meditate kind of thing. It's the real deal. Okay. And if you want to know more about how to do nervous system retraining, let me know. Like my program, the Chronic Pain Breakup Method, is going to help you build that foundation of knowledge and then establish a set of drills and strategies that help get to the root cause of your pain. So if that sounds interesting to you, you want to hear more about the program, we can jump on a free discovery call and have a really quick chat to see if you'd be a good candidate for this approach. I'll leave the link to my calendar in the description, so it's super easy just book a call with me. This is the easiest way for me to give you guidance, okay? So thank you for watching this video, and we will talk soon.